Desire of Ages, chapter 50, among snares. All the while Jesus was at Jerusalem during the feast, he was shadowed by spies. Day after day, new schemes to silence him were tried. The priests and rulers were watching to entrap him. They were planning to stop him by violence. They wished to humble this Galilean rabbi before the people. On the first day of his presence at the feast, the rulers had come to him, demanding by what authority he taught. They wished to divert attention from him to the question of his right to teach. Jesus answered, "My teaching is not mine, but his that sent me. If any man willeth to do his will, he shall know of the teaching, whether it be of God, or whether I speak from myself." Christ was seeking the glory of God. He spoke the words of God. This was the evidence of his authority as a teacher of the truth. Ever since the healing at Bethesda, they had been plotting his death. Thus they were themselves breaking the law which they professed to defend. "Did not Moses give you the law," he said, "and yet none of you keepeth the law? Why go ye about to kill me?" For an instant they were filled with terror, yet they would not be warned. They sought to conceal their murderous designs, and Christ warned them to judge, not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Ignoring the insinuation, Christ showed that his healing at Bethesda harmonized with the Sabbath law, justified by the Jews' own interpretation. He said, "Moses therefore gave unto you circumcision, and ye on the Sabbath day circumcise a man, as the law required circumcision on the 8th day." Many among Christ's hearers felt themselves drawn to him by an irresistible power. The conviction pressed upon them that he was the Son of God, but Satan was ready to suggest doubt, and the way was prepared by their own erroneous ideas of the Messiah and his coming. Because Jesus did not meet the popular expectation of the Messiah's glory, many chose unbelief. Many, convinced that Jesus was the Son of God, were misled by the false reasoning of the priests and rabbis. God does not compel men to give up their unbelief. Before them are light and darkness, truth and error. It is for them to decide which they will accept. God designs that men shall not decide from impulse, but from weight of evidence, carefully comparing Scripture with Scripture. Many are deceived today in the same way as were the Jews. Religious teachers read the Bible in the light of their own understanding and traditions, and the people do not search the Scriptures for themselves and judge for themselves as to what is truth. Preaching and teaching His Word is a means God ordained for diffusing light, but we must bring every man's teaching to the test of Scripture. Whoever will prayerfully study the Bible, desiring to know the truth that he may obey it, will receive divine enlightenment. On the last day of the feast, the officers sent by the priests and rulers to arrest Jesus returned without him. They were angrily questioned, "Why have ye not brought him?" With solemn countenance they answered, "Never man spake like this man." Hardened as were their hearts, they were melted by his words. While he was speaking in the temple court, they had lingered near to catch something that might be turned against him. But as they listened, the purpose for which they had been sent was forgotten. They stood as men entranced. Christ revealed himself to their souls. They saw that which priests and rulers would not see, humanity flooded with the glory of divinity. Again, the priests and rulers proceeded to lay plans for arresting Jesus. Nicodemus questioned, "Doth our law judge any man before it hear him and know what he doeth?" The protest resulted in staying the proceedings of the council. Defeated for the time, every man went unto his own house. Jesus went unto the Mount of Olives. In the early morning he returned to the temple and taught the people. Soon a group of Pharisees and scribes approached him, dragging with them a terror-stricken woman accused of violating the 7th commandment. They had brought this case to secure his condemnation. Jesus looked for a moment upon the scene. He read the heart and knew the character and life history of everyone in his presence. Stooping, he began to write in the dust. There, traced before them, were the guilty secrets of their own lives. The law specified that in punishment by stoning, the witnesses in the case should be the first to cast a stone. Now rising and fixing his eyes upon the plotting elders, Jesus said, "He that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her." And stooping down, he continued writing on the ground. One by one, with bowed heads and downcast eyes, they stole away. Jesus looked at the woman and said, "Woman, where are those thine accusers? Hath no man condemned thee? Neither do I condemn thee. Go, and sin no more." The accusers had been defeated. This was to her the beginning of a new life, a life of purity and peace devoted to the service of God. In the uplifting of this fallen soul, Jesus performed a greater miracle than in healing physical disease. He cured the spiritual malady which is unto death everlasting. While he does not palliate sin, nor lessen the sense of guilt, he seeks not to condemn but to save. Men hate the sinner while they love the sin. Christ hates the sin but loves the sinner. Christian love is slow to censure, quick to discern penitence, ready to forgive, to encourage, to set the wanderer in the path of holiness, and to stay his feet therein. This chapter is based on John 7:16-36, 40-53, John 8:1-11.